Hello students of Standard 7. In Geography you are learning about Australia. Today I am going to explain Chapter 9 Australia Part 2, in which you are going to learn the physical features of Australia. There are 6 physical divisions of Australia. The Western Australia, which is known as Western Plateau, the Eastern Highland, the Central Lowland, the Great Barrier Reef, the Great Rift Valley region and the coastal ranges. So, today you are going to learn about the Western Plateau. Western Plateau lies in the western part of Australia. A large part of Western Australia is like a plateau, and it lies in the Western Australia, parts of Northern Territory and South Australia. In this region, it is made of very hard rocks, old rocks. In this region, there are some high mountain ranges, and they are, one is named here, Hamersley Range, Darling Range, McDonald Range and Musgrave Range. You should remember the names. So they lie in the western part of Australia, in the Western Plateau region. This is the region where there is an interesting feature, and that is a single large rock. There is a largest rock, and how big it is. If you go around it is about 10 kilometers. So, it is an interesting feature of the Western Plateau of Australia. There are many large deserts located in this region. Great Sandy Desert, Gibson Desert, Great Victoria Desert and Great Australian Desert. So, all these are the deserts because of very less rainfall in this region. But these are rich in many minerals like gold, iron ore, gypsum, copper, uranium. All these, some of the lead or gypsum, all these are found in this region. So, because of the minerals, these areas are very important. Second is the Central Lowland. The Central Lowland lies between the Eastern Highland and the Western Plateau region. As it is very vast, it is subdivided into 3 important divisions. Northern part is known as the Artisan Basin. Central part is known as Lake Eyre Basin, and the southeastern part where River Darling and Murray is located, it is named as River Murray-Darling Basin. So, let us see the first part where Artisan Basin is located. Artisan Basin is located mainly in the Northern Territory, parts of Queensland and New South Wales. What do you mean by an artisan basin? A saucer-like shape, a layer of pervious rock, porous rock, which is sandwiched by the impervious rocks. Upper part or in the bottom also. So when there is rainfall, the rainwater percolates and reaches to the saucer-shaped low-lying area, and which is accumulate in the river, the layer which is made of porous soil. So, water is being collected, and there is large water, underground water, that is like water reservoir known as aquifer. So, like this river basin is found in the Central Lowland where there is low-lying areas. And when drilling is done, water gushes through it automatically and continuously. No tube well or machineries are used to draw water. So, through which water comes out automatically and continuously, and this type of well is known as the artisan well. It is very useful in the low-lying area for various purposes. Second is the Lake Eyre Basin. This Lake Eyre Basin is a large area of inland drainage. What do you mean by an inland drainage? The low-lying area in the Lake Eyre Basin from eastern highland or other plateau region, which rivers are flowing, they are reaching to the Lake Eyre Basin, and some are disappearing because of the dry region. They do not reach to the outlet to the sea. So that forms a large inland drainage system. And this lies mainly in South Australia. This Lake Eyre is shallow, not very deep, and therefore in dry season, water is evaporated and the amount of salt is left in this. And like at the bottom of the lake, there is large white salt spine, and that is being collected and purified, and that is the common salt people can use. Like in India, Lake Sambar, that is also providing tons of salt every year because of high evaporation, which is in Rajasthan. So, this is about the Lake Eyre Basin. The third is River Murray and Darling River Basin. The largest and longest river of Australia is River Darling. These both rivers are perennial and therefore they provide water throughout the year. This basin have been made of the water, the alluviums brought by these rivers and their tributaries, and therefore this is very good and fertile area which is very useful for the cultivation of different crops. So, these are three subdivisions of central lowland. First is the Artisan Basin, second is the Lake Eyre Basin, third is the Murray and River Darling Basin, and which is mainly found in New South Wales. Do remember? Thank you.